right now.
Thank you to Cal Coffee, who's always our coffee provider every week for 1 million cups and keeps us fueled. There are some additional seats up here, so if anybody wants to see, it does fill up, so it looks like they're spacing out, but it fills up, so if you want to see, please come up here. Is it their first time at 1 million cups? First time. All right, well, welcome, thank you. And if it's your first time, or even if it's not, feel free to continue to bring people. Usually about a third of our audience is new each week, so we love to see returning faces, we love to see new faces, and our presenters enjoy the interaction. So the more audience we have, the more diverse the audience, the better the interaction. I am Danielle Whitelock with the Tampa Bay Innovation Center. I'm one of the organizers for 1 Million Cups. My partners in crime over here is Marianne Bowers, Sean Kennedy, Greenhouse, Richard Wood, with Eagle Data6, and Marianne is with, I never say it correct order, Collaborative Technologies. Collaborative Technologies, I always say it backwards. So, and then we have a couple other organizers that are not with us today, Ruben Pressman and John Morrow. So welcome, and with that, I'm going to turn it over to one of our Tampa Bay Innovation Center clients, Will Quinones, with the Talent Shopping Network.
Hello everyone, thank you so much for coming. My name is Will Quinones, and I say like she said. And I am the founder and CEO of the Talent Shopping Network. And today I'm going to explain to you what the Talent Shopping Network is all about. Well, first of all, we're the web's first virtual audition studio. Okay, the future of auditioning is about to change the way we all know. Auditioning live online in real time. That's the Talent Shopping Network. What the Talent Shopping Network is not, and I want to bring that up first because everyone in the room and a lot of my people that I present to, right away, group us in with all these other talent sites out there. And what we're not is a posting site. And every talent site that you see, or any site that allows for profiles and auditions, are just that, posting sites. What's the problem? Well, the problem is for the entertainment industry professionals that what they want to do online audition, what they call online audition. Well, how they go about doing it? What they use is posting sites, they use Craigslist, they use social media, they even use Skype. But they use all these different platforms because there's not one solution that allows them to do the whole process online effectively. Well, our virtual audition studio, the Talent Shopping Network, comes equipped with a audition management system that allows them to create custom branded auditions, generated HTML codes that allows them to promote their auditions from their website, on social media, or even on classified ads. They can review and receive all their submissions without ever having to receive an email or download attachments, which is what they do now. We have an easy elimination process that comes with reject buttons, callback folders, and final list folders. And every time they make a decision, the system fires off an email to that talent, making them aware of where they stand in the process. We also have virtual recording tools, such as video recorders for the talent, so the agent can upload a script. The talent can then receive that script, record themselves, save it to their portfolio, and then send it into the audition. That'll give the agent an apples-to-apples comparison of all the talent because they're reading and reciting the same script. We also have voiceover recorder, where they're able to upload audio scripts We also have a music track recorder where they could actually select a song from one of our, thousands of songs on our catalog, and then the talent can sing in a sort of like a karaoke style type of platform where they can record themselves with the background music, and then they can send that to the agent, and then everyone will be singing the same song. We also have the first virtual waiting lobby. So the agent, after they do all their review of all their submissions, and they can then schedule appointments with the talent that they want to see so that they can then view them live in real time. And they can schedule 100 appointments for that day. And every appointment that comes into the lobby, and then the talent, the agent then brings them into their screen as they are finished with the one they have presently on the screen. They can do one-on-one, or they can do up to 4 talent and have them all interact with each other. They can upload a script where they can download it from the other end, and they can all rehearse and interact with each other. All the appointments that they create are sent out to the talent through an email. The talent then has to go into the system, confirm all their appointments, the agent gets notified. They also have a talent portfolio management and network building platform in our studio. So they are actually in like a LinkedIn, Facebook environment. So they can actually, all the talent that they receive, they can actually send talent a request to join their network. That talent then accepts it, and they are now part of this network. And they can go either way. The talent can send network requests to an agent. I'm done? So anyway, that's our team. This is our marketing strategy with industry professionals, social media, performing arts schools, our straight sales strategy. This is one of our competitors. They have 8 million members on the site right now, and they don't do nothing, based on nothing compared to what we offer in the industry. And then we're offering a 1-year trial for the agents with a support training program. This is our competition. Again, they don't offer any of the functionality that we offer. And I don't know what it is to find. That'll be. Thank you so much. Questions?
What's your annual fee?
Excuse me?
What's your annual fee?
We have a few different subscriptions. We have 2 for the agencies, and we have 4 for the town. Our average plan, our most convenient plan that allows you to do for the talent, that allows you to do video live interaction and answer as many auditions as you want, is about $240 a year, which is right around where everybody else is, and yet they don't do nothing what we do. And then the agencies, after the first year, they'll have to do live, they'll have a $900 annual subscription.
What's kept your competitors from doing what you've done? Is it technology that's so advanced, or?
Well, exactly that. I started building this platform 5 years ago. Broadband was just starting to be introduced back then, and now really the internet and the speed of the internet allows for this to happen. But a lot of these competitors have been on the internet for a long time, and they just haven't evolved. But there's a lot of these sites that pop up, but they're all posting sites, and they really are a money-making scam for the talent, and they really don't offer any type of interaction. And so, my challenge right now is that, they've ruined it for because of the fact that talent understands they really don't get nowhere with these sites. So, you know, we're having to overcome that. Yes.
What was your background when you decided to do this?
I'm a serial entrepreneur, but you know, growing up, I was a dancer in New York, and I also managed singing bands. But I've always ventured off in just the wildest things. I've never had technology and website experience, but what I vision, I just go to town with it. Yes.
How do you get your information for who you're going to send on auditions? Meaning, if there's a casting for a Ray's commercial or Bucks Cheerleaders or something in New York, how do they come to you so you can get your clients to them?
Okay, we're just a platform. Okay, it's like you go on LinkedIn and you go in and you create your company profile of your agent or your portfolio of your talent. Okay, then you go in and you search for auditions if you're a talent, or you create your own auditions and then you promote them just like you would need to promote them at any time. Now, if you have a database of talent, you could import all those talent and create your own network in our system. And so you could create an audition and then fire it off to everyone in your talent, or just selected people in your network. And so basically you have to, you need to create a network just like you do on Facebook or LinkedIn. Yes.
Are you live today? Excuse me, and if so, how many users do you have on either side?
Okay, we just had our launch party in Nova 365 about 2 months ago. To date we have about 3,000 talent that have registered for free because we've been giving out promo codes for them to come in and try it. Okay, we've had a couple of agencies locally that have now started to use the system, and that's hopefully that answers your question. Yes.
Are they all the competitors there on the left?
These are just some, but these are the ones that are more, I've been around for the longest that I've been tracking.
So how big is the market then? Just do some research out
Well, to answer your question, Facebook, for talent base as far, Facebook, if you go into Facebook and you try and advertise to talent, the category talent, there's over 15 million profiles that are categorized under talent, some type of talent or the other. The agency, as far as the agencies are concerned, there are thousands of them across the whole United States. I mean, not to mention the world, but there are thousands. And within those thousands of agencies, they have their own databases of talent, which is, old school, which is, most of them are in file cabinets. They might be in their computer where they have to pull them up, and nothing gets updated unless the talent sends them a new picture, which, our system allows the talent to create a portfolio and keep it updated at all times.
But in this space, for the marketing, how much are these guys doing?
Well, the entire entertainment industry is a $500 billion industry. And these individual companies are all private, so we can't really look into their financials, but as far as knowing how many registered members they have and how much traffic they generate, we get those. Like this Explore Talent, they spend a lot of money on pay-per-click, and they get anywhere from 15 to 30,000 hits a day on their site, and that's information that we could, find out.
How many employees in the company right now?
Well, we have a team that a lot of us are working on sweat equity type of arrangements. So we are looking to get an investment so that I can bring them on full time, and then we can really ramp this thing up.
So, what's your ABC game plan to become the next Explore Talent? Just get a snapshot. What are the steps you think you need to become?
Well, the first thing we're gonna do is go after performing arts schools, because that's the generation that it's gonna be coming into the marketplace, and they're always looking for opportunities. So if we provide them with a platform that they can start, they have the tools and the exposure and also the opportunities to enter auditions, they're gonna be an easy target for us to start ramping up our base. Then we're gonna introduce this to the agencies, because the agencies are trying to expand their reach, the competition is fierce, and they're needing a quicker, faster way to review talent, and our system allows them to do that.
Where's your biggest revenue stream going to come from? From the talent itself or from the agent?
From the talent. The way I look at it is similar to me. I'm a business, entrepreneur, and if you stick a group of investors in a home, I'm gonna go find that home and go into that and pitch to them. And talent is the same way. Talent will will go where the most opportunities are going to be presented.
Is that the same model as the other competing agencies?
Not at all. Like I said, these are posting sites. The only thing that most sites could do is give you a profile for you to create, and then agencies could go in and search and go through thousands or hundreds of thousands of profiles. And if they do want to review somebody, then they have to bring them into their office. Well, all of these have the same thing in common, which is either they generate an email or they have to come live in person to an audition.
Not knowing the business, it seems to me that the agencies, once they like the site, would now demand that everyone that wants to have anything to do with them would go on this so they can have access to it.
Well, absolutely. That's why we've created the network. So they'll actually, we've been giving them a network code that they can actually invite all their talent base to enter one code, and automatically they're part of the network without having to send a request for each and every one and having them to accept each and every one. Yes.
How strong is your filtration system? Meaning everybody in this room may be tall and blonde, and you're looking for short and dark hair, or left-handed, or whatever that. You're talking about generating tons of data and filtrate it. So what's your filtration system?
We have a search system where you can actually search by region, state, by the weight, by the shoe size, by the color of the eye, the hair. But I don't pitch that too much now because we're not 800 members, and so I don't pitch that to the agencies because we don't want them to think at this time we're a place where they get a fine time. We're a place where they could actually audition the talent, and then maybe next year we can start saying, well, we have 10 million, members. You can find talent on the Talent Shop Network.
You have a difference between new talent and you need talent, great new talent.
Yes. Each talent, when they come in and create their portfolio, they could actually select from various union categories if they belong to any one of them. They get up to 3 if they belong to one and one. Yes.
Isn't the real asset that you're hoping to build over time is a huge plethora of the talent or large numbers of talent, and then that will bring in the agencies, and hence wouldn't it behoove you to get as much talent as cheaply as possible, as cheaply for the talent, create that critical mass because there's more of those, and then the agencies will come in, and then more talent will come in, and that's when you can start charging, i.e. Twitter's been free forever, Facebook's for free forever. They basically give it away to the large volume of users. Then the advertisers and our agencies will find it attractive to come to you.
I ran into that situation when I first started, who should I go after first? The chicken or the egg? And what happened is that talent comes onto the site and they go, oh, there's no agents on the site. I'm out of it. I'll come back with his agent. The agent comes on the site and they say, well, there's no talent on the site. You know, I'm out of here, I'll come back with this talent. So what I've done is, we've created and we've searched for thousands and thousands of auditions, and we have a team that actually goes in and enters those auditions from sites, from classified ad sites that agencies are using. And so therefore, we have thousands of real auditions that are linked through an email on our site, but we categorize them. So when talent comes on, at least they're seeing something that's going to attract them and make them stay. Okay? The agency, even if there's no talent, we provided them an audition management system that they could use to manage their own network. So they don't necessarily need to have talent, because they don't, a lot of these agencies have their own network of, you know, clients and talent, and they can create their own network. So I'll give an example. A casting director. He has maybe 10 different agencies that he deals with. And then those agencies, those talent agencies, they have each maybe 5, 6, 1,000 different talent in their database. Well, if you create a network within that network on our site, whether the casting agent could create an audition, forward it to that talent agency, or to all 10 of them, and then that talent agency could then review that audition and make a choice whether he could go into his network and pick the talent, take something from their portfolio, submit it to the audition directly, or they can, if the casting director is wanting something more specific that the talent had to record, then he could forward it over to the talent. The talent can then record and submit it directly to the agent, to the casting agent, and then he will review the submissions, and each submission will be tagged by who that talent was referred. Yes.
So as a casting director, we're looking at an actor in New York and an actor in France. And they both audition and meet against each other at the same time.
Absolutely. We can do up to 4 people at the same time, and the agent could actually be watching all 4 of them at the same time. Or he could then, if he wanted to have 2 and invite three other agents within his company to review the audition, all 3 agents could watch while the 2 are doing their thing.
So do they have to download something to make that work? I'm so used
No.
to avoiding Skype. And acting's very nuanced, you know. There's
Yes.
no click or...
No, we're almost like Google Plus, where it's all web-based.
Do you have the ability to partner with any of these talent search things where you can go out there and do contests?
With these ones here?
Or no, with like whatever, America's Search for Talent?
Oh,
or
yes, absolutely. One of the tools that we have in our system is a contest management platform, which is a viral marketing tool for the industry. So they can use our audition management system if they're, just strictly auditioning, but if they're wanting to attract talent via a contest and promote maybe their business or a product or a service that they have, they could actually create a contest, and any one of these TV reality programs or radio stations, they can use this platform and actually create a contest where they can actually view the talent live in real time and upload better advertisement, so that when the talent, the contestant is motivated to win this contest, they're going to be sharing their voting pages that they have links to on their social media, and all the voters will, first thing they'll see is the better advertisement of the contest holder. So the contestants become actual marketers for the contest promoter. Yes. Yes.
Is this recordable?
Yes, absolutely. We have a recording system like YouTube has, where you can actually record yourself. So you can record yourself reading a script as a talent, and then they'll be able to save it to their portfolio and use that recording over and over again in different auditions if they choose.
What do you use for the video distribution angle on that? Are you using a third party, or did you build that in-house?
Yeah, we built, everything is done, we built in-house. Yes.
I don't know the industry that well, but is there any way you can cut out the agent? I mean, the end users are the people that everybody's trying to get to.
Well,
So why not make this a platform where they can go to and you're the agent?
See, we don't want to cut out the agent because agent is the gateway to the people that have the jobs, okay? And so, we want to have the agencies because the agencies motivate the talent. And then, so the talent has an opportunity to reach out and touch an agent by sending them a network request, and maybe that agency that